Alright folks, we're back at it again with the one and only, the 80 Series LandCruiser. There's a heap more work to do on this, but there's a couple of things I've got to do first. I've got to fix a mistake that I made when I built this motor. It's leaking like a sieve. Show you. Get under there. See? Pissed out all over the floor. When I've started it, I've looked under there and I've gone, oh, that's not right. And I've located the leak. It's the leak's the bottom sump. I think when I've built this motor, I haven't sealed the bottom sump. I think I've just chucked it on there just to keep the dust and dirt out and then forgot about it. So we're going to do this properly. We've got the Ryco Z9 filter. Not sponsored at all. Ryco sends me nothing. So this is my oil of choice. It's Penrite semi-synthetic 10W40. According to the workshop manual, it wants 10W30, but this is the closest I could find, so this is what I'm going to use. Again, I'm not sponsored by Penrite or anybody else for that matter. I've paid for this out of my own pocket. It's my oil of choice. Let's see how it goes. This vehicle takes 7.4 litres of oil. We've got 2 5 litres, which will leave me plenty to do top-ups and all that sort of stuff if I need to. So I'll fire it up, run it up, warm it up, drop all the oil out, drop the sump off, reseal it, put it back together, put more oil in it, and with a bit of luck it won't be leaking anymore. My tacho's gone out and now it's back on. Not sure what's going on there. Alright, so she's up to normal operating temperature. Time to drop that oil out. I'll split the oil filler cap out so it drains a little bit quicker. This grip is actually quite good. I'm not falling off it. It rolls nice and easy. Okay, so there's my sump plug. I don't know whether that's leaking as well or it's just coming from around the... It's definitely coming from around the edges here. It might just be leaking into it. There we go. Now, let's see if I can make a mess here. Just trying to keep a little bit of pressure on it until the threads are all out. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't really look like the nicest colour. It doesn't smell good either because I know it's got fuel mixed in with it. Future me realised while I was doing the edit, you might wonder, why is there fuel in the oil? Well, when I initially started to try and crank this thing over, when I killed the ECU wasn't fully dead. The fuel pump relay was actually working there for a while until the ECU completely died. It wasn't firing, but it was still pumping fuel into the cylinders, and it just flowed past the rings and all of that, and filled up the sump with fuel. Doesn't look like there's any metal on the dips on the drain plug, but I'll take that out and have a look at it properly. It does smell very fuely. Well, so the drain plug looks pretty good. It's nice and clean. No metal on there. That's cool. And I need to change that oil filter. I'll just let the sump stop draining until I pull that oil filter out, so I can just place the catch bucket in a better spot. And it's raining again. At least it's not flooding now. Alright, so you'll get the idea. You know, I'm just going to unbolt this sump and pull it down. Alright, so we've got the sump off. That there looks like where it's leaking. So I did seal it up. There's a fair bit of grunge on the pickup. I'll have to clean that off. There's probably a lot of stuff that I wasn't able to get out of the inside of the engine. So yeah, we'll clean that up and go from there. Might be a little bit hard to see, but in the bottom of the sump there looks like the crud that actually came out of it on the initial draining. Just drop the engine oil out of this thing because I haven't done it, and yeah, it is a dirty, horrible brown colour. Ew, yuck. Like a really brown sort of oil. Probably stuff that I haven't been able to get out of the engine block when I've had it apart and cleaning it, but it's out now, so that's a good thing. This corner of the sump is a little bit damaged. I'm going to have to give that a bit of a looking at. This here Is where it was leaking though. Just didn't seal properly. So I did seal it up. I just didn't do a very good job of it. Yeah, I think there's a fair bit of residual dirty oil that's been washed out of the engine. Yeah, it's probably just as well that it did have a leak. It's forced me to take this sump off and clean it out again, get rid of this crap. So I really don't want this crap circulating around the engine. Alright, it's pretty clean now. Now just got to get this gasket shit off. I might have to get a wire brush on this to clean this up. Can't remember how I did it last time. So that's going to just be a fucking nightmare to clean up. Alright, this wire brush seems to be working alright. I think that's pretty much got it. It looks pretty clean to me. Someone's probably going to say, you know, oh, you've ruined that sump, it never seal now. Oh, I reckon bullshit. Alright, let's do this oil filter. Don't forget, take this plastic off. There we go. Bit of clean oil. I'm not a real believer in priming oil filters, especially as this one sits on its side. Not really conducive to not spilling oil everywhere. So all I do is a little bit of fresh oil on the finger, just lube up the O-ring. It's all it needs. So to get to this oil filter to change it, there's a couple of things that you've got to just move out of the way. So you just got to undo these couple of vacuum lines here, fold them out the road. And the coil leads have got to come off. High tension leads got to come off. So once you've got them out of the way, you can reach quite easily. It's probably not going to be the best viewing, but you know, it is what it is. So just reach down in there, line up the hole, go on hole, bit more hair on it, that's it. There we go. So once it's in there, just hand tight, and it's done. Right, so just got to find a new crush washer for the sump plug. I don't. Oops, that one. Yep. Right, so new crush washer. A lot of people reuse them. I don't. They should be just a single-use item. So once you've undone a sump with one of them on it, take that, throw it over your left shoulder. We'll stick the sump plug back in place now, tighten it up. That way I don't have to worry about it later. We'll have the mistake of not doing it up and it just pisses oil all over the floor again. I've never used this stuff before. Well, I've used RTV before. Now I've never had it in a pressurised container. But let's see how well this works. Whoa, it's a boy. We'll just stick that on there. Don't want to waste it. Oops, comes out pretty fast. Well, this is not going to leak for not having put enough on. Oh, move faster. Alright, so that's supposed to form a skin in about 10 minutes. And then you stick it in place. That's a lot of sealant. So 10 minutes time, I'll take that under the car, stick it back on, I'll get under there first and give it another clean just to be sure there's no oil and stuff where there shouldn't be oil and stuff, so it makes a decent seal. Alright, there's a little bit of oil sitting around the place. So that's looking pretty good. Get these nuts on this side, and I'll hold it in place. So that's back up there. That's got one nut on, one bolt on that side. And on the other side here, let's see if we can get some light over here, we've got 2 nuts on. Now I'll just get the rest of these bolts in and tighten them up. There's so many of them. So I'm sort of working in the dark here as well, can't really see. Oh yes, that looks right, okay. Let's do them all up. Yeah, I'm going to use my magic spanner. I have to be very careful because I don't want to over tighten these because they'll break off. And under here, I do not want anything to break off. Ah. There we go, sumps back on. I'll just come back under with a 1/4 mil ratchet and just give them a quick, just a feel tighten up, and we should be laughing. Let that sit overnight and let it harden up a bit, and then we'll chuck the oil in the morning. Or might even bolt this sway bar back into place. Should be good. Right, so it's the next day and I'm back under here. I shouldn't have mentioned anything about breaking bolts off under here because of course I did. Bolting the sway bar back up and look at that, broke a bolt off. Just gonna have to try and sort that out. No choice, gotta do it. So if I'm gonna get this thing down off the stands at the end of this, by the end of this video, I've got to get this broken and do it with a set of pliers. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hey. It might work that way. If I can get it down far enough. I'll turn with my fingers. Yes, it will. You beauty. So it is coming out reasonably easily, actually. Just if I can do it with my fingers in one hand. No, not quite. I might be able to get a grip on it now. There we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. There we go. Broken bolts out. Right, so there's my bracket. Where's my bush? Where are you? Oh no, there it is. It's still on the part. Okay, so let's get that into place there. Right, so let's get this plate into place. Get it up there, sort it. Fortunately, I've got another 80 series that I can just pinch parts out of. Now, where is the unbroken bolt? Where did I put that? I think I put it here. Yes, I did. I put it in a reasonable spot for a change. There we go. There's my magic spanner. Here it is. I love this tool. Now I think I can actually get this down off the stands. It might run at its own power now. So that's the next step. I don't think there's anything I've missed. Let's see what I've cocked up. It's time to put the oil in. See how much of a mess I can make of this. There we go, first 5 litres.
Right, so I want another 2.4 litres. 2.4 will be roughly that white mark, if you can see that white mark right there. Oh, so here goes nothing. Let's see if we can get this right. Stop there and check it. No, that's not a litre yet. Bit over a litre to go. We've got about 0.4 left. Haha, that is spot on. And I didn't spill it everywhere either. All right, let's start it up, see if it makes any horrible noises. Huh. Just whack the no-go on that, make sure I've got plenty of juice going in there. I might have given myself a flat battery, you never know. Yeah, so that starter motor that's in the car seems to be giving me a little bit of drama. I don't know whether it's on its way out, whether it's just the massive humidity we've got here in North Queensland at the moment. Don't know, but she fired up, I'm happy. Get this thing off the stands. Front's down. Back on its wheels. That's a touch low, could use probably another half a litre. Oh, now I make a mess. That before it goes everywhere. Let's try that again. See how that looks. Spot on. Quick look. Don't see any oil dripping. Don't see any wet spots. So I'll just throw the driver's seat in it and see if this thing moves. See if it's all been worthwhile. Driver's seat's in. Let's see if this beastie moves. All right, park brake is on. Let's try drive. Feels like it's gone into drive. Oh. 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 Oh yeah, it moves. Let's try reverse. It lives. It lives. Oh, it's going to be on the road very soon. So there we go, boys and girls. It moves under its own steam. You beauty. Oh, thanks for watching. It's been a long one. It's been a long one for me. This has been 3 days pretty much flat out. 30 to 45 hours worth of work. Been doing 16 to 18 hour days on this thing, so I'm just happy it moves. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, do all of that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one.